Hello Cancer, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of April. General reading, as always, it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from this reading what makes sense for you, let the rest go. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box, and I will also have the links available for you to purchase any of these card decks that are featured in this reading if you're interested. So we're going to be starting off with these two card decks for the focus messages, Cancer. The first is by Mystic Moon. It's called the Arrows of Love Oracle, and then we'll grab some insight from the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. So let's dive right into it, Cancer, and let's take a look and see what it is that you need to focus on here. This could be for Cancer, for cross watchers, and anyone else who's been guided to tune in. All right, so angels and spirit guides, please bring forward our first focus message for this reading. Okay, what do we have? I'm guided to this one here. Let me grab that. Enamored love potion. Look at that. So there's somebody perhaps that you're focused on, Cancer, that you're completely enamored by them. And perhaps you possess this love potion that could actually attract this person. And of course, this could be the person that you're focused on as well, that they're completely enamored with you. Okay, so let's see how that plays a part in this reading here. So let's go ahead and grab an additional card from the Hidden Truth Oracle here. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer for this bonus reading, second half of April. All right, what's your second focus message here, Cancer? Guided to this one here. I wonder if you are happy without me. So there's somebody that's thinking about you, or you're thinking about them. You guys are not together. You're in separation. You're without the other. You're not together at this time. But perhaps you're still either focused on them, they're still focused on you, they haven't let this connection go. Maybe you haven't either, Cancer, which is why it's coming through in this way. So we're going to have to take a look and see why that's coming through in this manner. So let's start things off with the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. This is by Aquamoonlight. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for this bonus reading, second half of April. What is it that you would benefit from knowing at this time, Cancer, when it comes to the person that you're focused on for this reading? Look at this. Infatuation, enamored, adoration, addiction, compulsion. When it comes to you, Cancer, what I'm feeling is that, of course, this could be picking up off of your own vibe, or of course the person that's focused on you at this time. There is an infatuation here. Somebody is addicted towards the idea of this connection, of bringing it together, or simply because you guys are not together, it's almost like they're fantasizing about you from a distance. They're adoring you from afar is what I'm picking up from that. And they truly are wondering, are you happy without me? This could be what you're wondering as well, if you are the one that's enamored or infatuated with someone that you're focused on for this reading. We have roaming wild, free-spirited, risks and possibilities. So this could, of course, play in one of two ways. Either they don't want to be attached, they just want to play the field, they're roaming wild, or you don't. There's somebody here that doesn't want to be tied down, which could be presenting itself as a challenge as to why you guys are not together. And I'm just feeling here that it could potentially be for you, Cancer. So that's how I'm going to read it for this reading. But if it's reversed for your situation, then take it that way. Since these are coming through as focus messages for this reading for you. So the way I'm interpreting this is that there's somebody that you're focused on for this reading. You're infatuated by them. You're completely enamored by this person to where you just can't stop thinking about them. You guys are not together. There are issues that brought you guys into separation. You're seriously wondering and contemplating, how are they doing without you? How's life without the two of you guys being together? And perhaps part of the reason why it's being challenged at this time of you guys not coming together is because they're coming forward with this free-spirited energy. They're just wanting to roam wild. In other words, they don't want any boundaries. They don't want to be tied down in a connection. They don't want to settle down. They just want to be free for now. The next card is Harmony, which is all about peace, balance, and friendship. You see the progression here? So it could be that all they're wanting for now is to be friends. And from your heart space, you're completely into them, 1000%. You're completely infatuated by this individual. There's this intense draw that you feel towards this person. But I have a feeling here, even though there's a need for balance with this card, this Harmony card, it's coming through here because it's out of balance, because I just feel that they're not as invested in the connection as you are, possibly. This is the next card. We have Rejection, okay? Irrational fear, saying no, and dismissal. They may have rejected you, which is why you guys are not together. So now you're all up in your head, freaking out possibly because they're just roaming wild. They just want to be friends, and all you're wanting is to come together, to be able to bring this connection together. But you guys are just not on the same page is what I'm feeling here. We have Euphoria. You know, so when you think about this person, once again, with this energy of infatuation, you adore this person, you love this person, you're addicted to thinking about them. You have this compulsion to just think about them all day, every second of every day. It makes you happy to think about them. And yet you're wondering, are they happy without you? Okay, part of the energy of this Euphoria, it's chasing thrills, joy, laughter. So I feel here that you might be going after somebody. The thought of going after them and actually catching them, so to speak, makes you happy. It makes you joyful. You know, that state of euphoria. But once you come back down to earth, you realize you guys are not on the same page. They just want to be friends, and they could have already said no, that they're not interested in a love connection or to settle down or even commit. And yet, this might be what you're wanting, is a beginning, a new beginning with this person, a fresh start, a second chance. This is how you're seeing the connection. Spiritual connection, deep love, soulmates, and unity. Yet what they're wanting is friendship. That is what I'm picking up here. Can this all be reversed for some of you? Absolutely. If you're the one that just wants friendship and somebody's out there completely enamored and infatuated with you, wanting to use this love potion on you, so to speak, to get you to see things from a different perspective. But if this is what's coming through from you, you guys are just on two different pages, I feel. That's what I'm picking up from that. So let's add to this with the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer, for this bonus reading for the second half of April. Please bring it forward for this Cancer bonus reading. What else would you benefit from knowing at this time? We have vows, but look what it's followed up by. We've got the Alone card. So you might have even pictured long-term life with this person. daydreaming about what it would be like to build a life with this individual, to marry them someday, to have children, to build a life, buy a home, live together, however way you are picturing the future when it comes to this connection. But it's coming through here, letting me know that you're the only one that's picturing it in that way, because they're coming through just wanting friendship. That is what I'm picking up here. Look at this next card, the One. That's how you see them. They are the person that has the key to your heart. I can't make this stuff up. This is the next card. You see? Obsession, addictions, obsession. It's falling right below rejection, however. So I'm feeling here this person could have possibly told you in no uncertain terms that they're not interested in pursuing a partnership, yet you're infatuated, yet you are enamored, yet you can't get them out of your mind. You might certainly be addicted to the thought of what things would be like if they could just come towards you with commitment, if they could just see things the way you do. We have thinking of you. So I feel that's what occupies a huge part of your day, is thinking about this individual, obsessing over this person. We already have a card that indicates spiritual connection that says deep love, soulmates, and unity. And now we've got a twin flame card coming through here. So for those of you who resonate with a twin flame connection, it's coming through here as well. It's falling right below beginning. So you want to start over with this person because you see them as the other half of your soul, that mirror soul. And yet another card talking about a new beginning when it comes to this spiritual connection. That's what you're wanting, Cancer. But it takes two people to bring that together. You know, we do have I will never forget. And I do feel that this is a connection. They came into your life. They made this huge impact on you. You're never going to forget this person, and perhaps they will never forget you. It's just that you guys are on two different pages as far as what it is that you're both wanting in this connection. What's coming through from them is that they're okay with being friends. And I have a feeling, Cancer, based off of what's coming through here, you see them as the one for you. Yet they just want to be friends. They're coming through as free-spirited right now. They might also be entertaining other possibilities in love and romance. So there could already be somebody else in the picture, you know. But it's picking up that this is a connection that will always be a part of your heart space. But you might be holding on to somebody or obsessing about someone that is not even giving you a second thought here as far as a romantic connection. We have this drowning energy. We do have a female figure in that photo, so it could be for some of my feminines who just feel like you're drowning in this energy of obsession and addiction and love and adoration and infatuation for this person, that feeling of euphoria that could also be very overwhelming. This could also indicate that you're drowning your sorrows, okay? Sometimes I pick up off of the vibe that somebody's just drinking too much so that they don't have to feel the pain, the hurt, the rejection. And look here, guys, okay? Someone's bad at commitment. That's why they want to just roam wild. Yet, this might be your response, feeling lost without this individual. But they're coming through as an X here. So either again, this is you coming through with this vibe. If it's reversed for you, then that's how it's interpreted in your particular situation. however specific this is. And if it's not resonating with you at this point, then perhaps it's just not your reading this time, guys. Okay, because that's definitely what's coming through here. Some sort of obsession and addiction towards a connection, towards a person that's just on a very different page here. It depends, of course, on what side of the fence you fall on here. Are you the one that's obsessed, or are you the one that someone else is completely enamored and infatuated with? But my gut is telling me that this is for my Cancers that are resonating with this, because these are your two focus messages right there. Enamored, love potion. If there was such a thing as this love potion, I feel you would want to use it on this person so that you guys could come back together and re-explore where this connection could ultimately go, even by way of a potential marriage someday, promise of a future together. I feel that's what you're daydreaming about. That's what you're contemplating and focused on when it comes to this spiritual connection. You see them as either a soulmate or a twin flame. They see you as a friend. Just on very different pages here. So let's grab the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. Let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer for this bonus reading for the second half of April. What else do we need to know, please, when it comes to this connection? Please bring it forward for me. Some of my feminines, you could be coming through as the Queen of Cups. Cups is water. This is Cancer energy right here, as well as Scorpio and Pisces. You're coming through as a very intuitive person, very sensitive. The Queen of Cups energy is typically very calm, somebody who's very compassionate, definitely very intuitive. So you gotta pay attention to your intuition and your gut when it comes to this connection, and make sure that you're not infatuated with somebody that's just not reciprocating. You know, you're coming through as the queen. You want to find a king that's equally invested in you. We do have a Tower moment here, and it's falling right below roaming wild and alone. That's why you're alone. If you resonate with that, because of this Tower moment, you guys had to go your separate ways. This could have come out of the blue. You maybe weren't expecting for this person to either break up with you, to tell you, no, I'm not on the same page as you. I'm not interested in you in that way. This hurts right here. That Tower moment. It's typically somebody who grieves the end of a relationship. It's a broken relationship for a reason. And in this case, it's broken because it's out of balance. You guys are just not on the same page. And I can't say that enough, because I feel there's one person who just wants friendship and another one who wants commitment, long-term dreams and goals when it comes to this partnership. Marriage, proposals, family, children, let's buy a home together and live happily ever after. That type of vibe is what I'm picking up here, either from you, Cancer, or your person. Someone's on that page and somebody just wants friendship. We do have two aces coming through here. The Ace of Wands is fire. The Ace of Cups is your own energy, Cancer. So aces, of course, talk about new beginnings, but it takes two people to tango, doesn't it? It takes two people to want to start over. It takes two people to create movement and change in a relationship, especially if you guys are not together at this time. So the Ace of Wands, which is fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius for some of you, or you could certainly be focused on a fellow water sign here. The Ace of Wands is an indication that you certainly feel that there's the potential that there could still be a spark here between you and this person. It's falling right below the one. That's how you see them. You feel that they hold the key to opening up your heart, and perhaps that's how you feel about them, that you possess this key to open up their heart to possibly see you in a romantic way rather than just friends. And if this is a spark that you're wanting to let them know that it's still there, that's what's bringing you guys out of balance, because they just don't see it the same way. So I feel it's fitting here to have the Ace of Cups right next to it, Cancer, because what this is telling you is that you got to, I can't even speak, you have to fill that cup of love for yourself first. In other words, you have to love yourself enough to know when it's time to focus on you first. Fill that cup of love for you. Love yourself enough to detach from a connection that's just not meant for you, so that you can offer this cup of love to the right person. Because we've got a beginning card right here, new direction, fresh start, chance, and then we've got another new beginning card right here, and these two aces represent new beginnings. In order for these new beginnings to actually work for this connection, you guys have to be on the same page. But you see how we have the Five of Pentacles right here? This is another card talking about isolation and being alone. And that's what that card is coming through with already. You're alone because of this Tower moment. But these Tower moments, even though it creates conflicts, separations, and for some of you, it could have even been a divorce. That's how difficult and painful and devastating it can be. But it's typically a blessing in disguise, because what it does is that it offers you a chance to rebuild on a more solid foundation in your life. And if somebody's just not willing to work with you to rebuild that foundation in a connection, then you have to rebuild it for yourself so that you can move forward and heal from this and find the love that you're meant to have. The Five of Pentacles is tapped into your insecurities and that you're worrying about this connection. You know, you're wondering if they're happy without you. And I think based off of what's coming through here, they're doing just fine because they're not focused on the connection the same way that you are. You know, you're busy obsessing, feeling quite infatuated with this person, enamored with them. You're thinking about them possibly every second of the day. But they are coming through that, first of all, they want to just be free. They're roaming wild. They're bad at commitment. They're coming through as an ex for a reason, and I have a feeling they want to stay that way. They want to just be friends. And so we've got two cards here telling you and acknowledging that you are alone for that reason, because you're potentially connecting with somebody that's just unable to offer you what it is that you're looking for. But here we are with another ace. This is the Ace of Pentacles, which is earth energy. So this is actually a beautiful card because it's all about manifestation. But again, it takes two people to be able to manifest this union. Yes, you might see them as a twin flame. Yes, you might want a new beginning with them. Aces typically indicate a new beginning. We've got three of them right here. A fresh start is certainly possible, but not with two people that are just not seeing eye to eye as to what it is that you're both ultimately wanting in this connection. One person wants friendship, the other one wants love, romantic love, and it's just not matching up. So this Ace of Pentacles here, Cancer, is all about opportunities, prosperity, certainly, so your money matters look fantastic. It's all about new ventures that you have the capability of manifesting. So this is telling you here that this new beginning could be towards new love if you could just detach from this obsession with somebody that's not even remotely thinking of you in the same way. And if you're resonating with this reading, Cancer, I know that this is such an ouch type reading, very triggering. It's like, oh shit. It's like, really? You know, they're not into me, and yet I can't stop thinking about them. I know it sucks. If you resonate with this. Now, again, it could be reversed. This could be your person feeling this way about you. Maybe you know that. But my gut is just simply telling me that this is for my Cancer specifically, who are dealing with this. You can have the right kind of love. You can have new love. As long as you're opening yourself up to that. If you're closed off to it, if you're just simply obsessed, infatuated, enamored, in this state of euphoria, wanting a new beginning with this connection, wanting unity, and yet they're in their own little world just wanting friendship. They're not stressing whatsoever because they've probably moved on, either just being single and roaming wild and just enjoying life, or they've moved on to another person, which is keeping you stuck. That's ultimately not what you're wanting here. You know? So we've got the Eight of Swords here, which is air energy. This is all about imprisonment and isolation. So this is a prison that you've put yourself in. You can get yourself out. Use this key to unlock these chains that are keeping you tied down to this connection, because there's something way better suited for you once you detach, once you stop obsessing over someone that's already rejected you. That is what I'm picking up. Okay, so let's see what the romance angels have to say. Cancer. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer for this bonus reading for the second half of April. Please bring it forward. This could either be picking up off of what's going on here, or this could be potential future energies in love and romance once you allow a new beginning to come in for you in love with the right person, you know? Because there's a reason why we have soulmates and twin flames coming through here. They're both indicated in this reading. So you might have to let go of, for instance, a soulmate in order to find true love in a twin flame. That's a possibility right there. Please bring it forward for Cancer. Keep an open mind. You see, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. There's somebody else, Cancer, that has the capability of coming in for you. Just keep an open mind. Don't be so tied down to someone that's just not invested in the connection. There's somebody else that wants to come in for you. This person could be unlike anyone else that you've ever met. Different ethnicity, different background, different features, different personality, but they might actually be the one. Because the person that you're focused on for this reading, they're not it. If you resonate with this reading, they just see you as a friend. You deserve love. You sure do. You are a lovable person. We all deserve love. And if you're feminine tuning in, this is Cupid's arrow that you have the power to release towards the person that is deserving of that Cupid's arrow. It's just that the person that you might be focusing on for this reading, they don't deserve it. There's somebody else that you are meant to be with, Cancer. This next message, let go of control issues. Exactly. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. You can't control them. They certainly can't control you from stopping you from obsessing and feeling infatuated with them. This is going to play out in however way it is meant to. I just feel that if you continue on this path, that it's just going to hurt you. We have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And I feel here, if you're open to taking these steps to heal your energy so that you're not obsessed with someone that doesn't want to be with you, plain and simple, you will open up the opportunity to welcome the right kind of love into your life. We have flirt coming through here. This could be a part of your own vibe if you're naturally flirtatious with people, or this person that you have in mind for this reading could just be very flirtatious, and that's how you guys have interacted. It does say extend your light-hearted energy to others. Just make sure whoever it is you're extending your energies towards is the right one. Look at these next two cards. We have release your ex. Okay, they're still coming through, ex-lover, because you want them back. The time has come to clear that energy. Look at this. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you to stop obsessing, to stop thinking of this person as anything more than just a friend. Because that's all that they want to be. Okay, that's what's coming through. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. I'm guided towards grabbing some healing messages here, and simply because of what we're going through with the pandemic at this time. And there's a lot of us that are going through this journey due to this lockdown. We're all somewhat stuck in our homes, and there's social distancing and the whole stay-at-home order. Lots of people have either lost their jobs or are just really stressed out over just either catching it or having a loved one or even friends that have either caught it or have been affected by it. And we're all stressed out. And so I was just guided to pull from this particular deck. This is the Archangel Raphael deck, which brings about healing messages in a very different way compared to my other angel healing messages deck. So for those of you who are dealing with health issues, have a loved one, friends that are dealing with that, I just wanted to offer some healing messages for those of you affected by this, especially more so than others. So for those of you who are in need of these healing messages, all right, let's take a look and see what comes through. And if you don't resonate with this, certainly you can fast forward onto the next section of the reading. So Cancer, if this is something that you're needing at this time, let's take a look and see what Archangel Raphael can bring forward. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer for this bonus reading, second half of April, please bring forward healing messages at this time. We have second opinion. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, guide me to the best healthcare professionals for this situation. And if you feel that you resonate with this, that there's a doctor that you've been dealing with, perhaps you don't agree with their diagnosis or what they've said, it's certainly your prerogative to get a second opinion. And I know at this time it's a very difficult, just overall time to just be out and about, even visiting hospitals. For those on the front lines, it's just very difficult. But if this resonates with you, Archangel Raphael is blessing the decision for you to get a second opinion. We also have recovery coming through here. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for holding my hand throughout my recovery upon the path of radiant health. So if this is something that's affected you personally, addictions, we do have the element of addiction tied into infatuation. So for those of you who are dealing with that, Archangel Raphael is blessing your road to recovery here. So that's a good thing. And bottom of the deck is give us your cares. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in this situation. And I know that a lot of us are really scared and frightened as to how to deal with this pandemic. So hopefully this is going to ease your anxieties a little bit and just to calm your fears, to know that Archangel Raphael is here watching out for you and protecting you during this time. All right, guys, so let's move on for the collective for some additional healing messages to close this out. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer for this bonus reading for the second half of April. Please bring it forward. some final thoughts, healing messages for you, Cancer. Please bring it forward, angels and spirit guides. Okay. We've got dreams. We also have study. Bottom of the deck is healing energy. So pay attention to your dreams, Cancer. It's trying to capture your attention. This is also letting you know that you should not stop pursuing your goals and dreams. Okay, but you also have to be realistic about what it is that you're dreaming about. Again, based off of what has come through in this reading, if you're dreaming about pursuing a connection with someone who just wants to be friends, that's kind of a futile effort. So it would be best to focus on dreams that you can manifest truly, that are meant to be yours. Okay, we also have study. So for those of you who are learning something new, perhaps a skill that you've been wanting to expand on or hone your skills in a particular craft, whatever it is that you're studying, continue on that path. The angels are blessing you with that and watching out for you when it comes to that endeavor. And certainly for those who are in school, everything's online right now. Everything's so challenging, but just stay on course, guys. And overall healing energy for you, Cancer. Whether this is physical healing, emotional healing, it's here for you. Continue on this healing journey, Cancer, so that you can ultimately come to a place where you can have your new beginning and fill your own cup of love until it overflows for you, so that you can extend this offer of love to someone who is deserving of it. Be sure that whoever's on the other side of that Cupid's arrow is deserving of your love, of your heart, of your time, because it has to be reciprocated. You guys have to be on the same page in order for that to work. And I just feel here, based off of this reading, you might be obsessing over somebody that's just not feeling the same way, unfortunately. So that's where this healing energy more so has to be focused on, so that you can love yourself enough to move forward and find what's truly meant for you. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. Pretty intense. And I do hope that this resonated with some of you guys. It was a very specific storyline that needed to come through for some of you. So I do hope it helped you out and offered you clarity and brought you some peace to finally create movement and get you back on track in your life. All right, guys, so thank you so very much for tuning in, for being here. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. Stay safe, take care, see you next time.